Let's see how we're doing next. We've got Libra, Aries, Capricorn, and Taurus to do. Well, we're doing another air sign. Here, let's see if I can get it to do its thing. Just do it. Come on. Whatever. Who cares? This is the last one I'm doing tonight. So that means we will have 3 left to do tomorrow. Taurus. Unless I can get through this one super fast. This is your March general reading. Please make sure to check out. Sorry, let me just make that go to sleep. This is your general March reading. Please make sure to check out your rising, moon, and Venus sign as well, which you can figure out by doing your natal chart, a place like Cafe Astrology. Just need to know the time that you were born so that you can figure out, like, you know, your rising sign. Yeah. I do not offer personal readings. I do not offer paid readings. I will never solicit for paid readings through any platforms. This is the only place that you can actually watch me do readings, and they're always free. I do have Facebook and Instagram. They're my personal accounts. I will never reach out to anybody through those accounts. If you happen to have somebody reach out to you from an account and it looks like it's me, I guarantee you it more than likely isn't. I don't really deviate from my usual routines. So, yeah. With that being said, if you do think that it's me, I challenge you to have that person video chat you and produce like a driver's license or something. Because, you know, I think that's pretty effing shady. So anyway. Oh yeah, Taurus. This is going to be your song for March. We're going to do a gypsy spread for you as well. It's a modified gypsy spread though, because all these readings are taking way the hell too long. I'm never ever going to do that spread again. So, just because all the videos are way the heck too long, and I think that it's making it a little bit of a deterrent, you know, the runtime of them. What's a song, though, that you need to hear for March? Let's see. Weight loss is a thing. I might be surprised at some weight that you gained or some weight that you've lost, or excuse me, you might actually be trying to achieve a goal that has to do with that before like the summer or something. Who knows? I'm also getting that somebody's under the weather, as in like you've got like a cold or flu happening. House might be extra cold. Sore throat. Okay. Let's do it. Let's see. It's fine. We'll just go with it. All right. Taurus, what is your song? Bridge to Nowhere by Sam Roberts Band. You know, this is the only song by this particular individual that I don't find irritating. But you know, I more than likely haven't given them enough like of an opportunity, right? Like to the point where I only like know the song if I'm listening to the song. That's how much I don't. That's how much time of day I've given Sam Roberts Band. Somebody is not wishing you well. If this is a race, then I hope you get last. You're on a bridge to nowhere. You're getting there fast in your head. Yeah, getting there fast. You're not getting. You're getting nowhere with somebody. Eee. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's do this spread for you. Shadowscapes Tarot is what we'll be using for you today. Alrighty. Past, present, hidden present, and future. This gypsy spread is not the original one I set out to use. I did try to go a little bit further with Pisces. However, it like totally was way too long, so I decided not to do like the hidden future stuff. So yeah, I had to abbreviate it. It was just way too long. But let's start for you here. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Relationship reading will be in almost 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. Okay. Oh, twist of fairness. Let's go ahead and do this. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, past energy. What do you got? What do you got? There's something religious happening. There is definitely something religious happening. We have... Okay, so that one we'll take there. We got 3 that came out before it, though. I don't want to interrupt my train of thought, though. So there is something religious that's going on. I should have said something about it in the other reads, but I didn't really feel it was something to bring up. So clearly it is for you. After I finished the Sagittarius reading, I went into, doing like the audio channeling for Leo. And literally there were like 6 songs. And like, I'm talking like, when you're hitting shuffle on like 3,700 songs, like it should be pretty random, but like there was an undercurrent of lyrics that had to do with angels. And then I was going through Instagram and there was a whole shitload of stuff about angels. And there is something about religion or God, or in particular about angels. Taurus. There's a siren going off right now too. 2 seconds, because there's a very loud fan running somewhere. 2 seconds. I totally kicked my chair too. So first out, the 6 of Pentacles in the upright, followed by the Lovers in the upright, and the Ace of Swords in the upright, and the Hanged Man in the upright. Wow. Okay. A balance of give and take here coming into March for you, Taurus. Or the need for it. I'm definitively getting energy here of, oh, we're going to have this problem, are we? Okay, so I'm going to have to be very mindful of that. These cards have a sheen on them. Definitively getting energy here of inspiration. Giving inspiration, receiving inspiration. This is also Libran energy in specific because of the balance required in all relationships where give and take are prevalent. This can also be energy of receiving from a charity or donating to a charity. Donating time. But more a professional endeavor or being in a position to donate money or time to something. Followed by the Lovers in the upright. This is Gemini energy. Feels to me here like there's a situation where you and your partner, or an extremely intense romantic connection, that there has been a rebalancing of the energy of give and take in an extremely fulfilling romantic relationship. Yeah, at the same time, Taurus, you had to come to grips with the idea through a shift in perspective, Pisces energy, that you are not trapped in a situation by being in this relationship. Or there's a need to shift your perspective out of this feeling of being trapped. Listen, the Eight of Swords, it speaks of being trapped in a situation. However, it's a feeling rather than a reality. It's that self-imprisonment mentality that people get into, right? So a perspective shift is required. And it could really be that there needs to be a reevaluation of the give and take within the relationship so that you no longer feel stuck. Because you're not stuck. You're choosing to engage in this. Okay, what else? In the past for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Aries energy. Feminine. It can be any fire energy, but I particularly read it as Aries energy because she's got horns. Typically viewed as the other woman. I think the other perspective shift is to, there I say it, there I said it, stop looking at the, it's almost like there's distracting energy outside of this union. This doesn't have to be female, it can be male as well. But I'm getting that this over here, this is like very distracting energy. It's a person playing a harp. They've got jewels attached to everything. They're very, very beautiful. They have butterfly wings. It's a very ethereal energy, very alluring. And I think that this is also exit out of a third-party situation. However, I think that this is more a warning about the perspective shift, not just being about that you're not actually trapped in a situation, you're choosing to be there, but also that, you know, it's like a grass is always greener feeling, and coming to the realization that that's not the case, that you know that's all, like that idea is always the case when you're with somebody and you have to deal with the domestic them, but you don't have to deal with the domestic version of this person. The Queen of Wands is not Miss Domestic Bliss. She can be because she loves animals and she is very passionate about the things that she believes in. However, it's typically very fiery energy. It can be warm energy, but it's typically very fiery energy, you know. It's the woman who wears the gaudy jewelry and, you know what I mean? The furs and all that stuff, you know. I feel like you're letting go of that idea that the grass is greener on the other side. Had to put on my glasses. Okay. Temperance, yeah. Balance. Yeah, it's coming out on both ends of the past here. Balance, but also tempering your connection. I'm hearing here. I don't know why this is going this way. You start out with Pentacles, the ability to, you know, give and receive, but also being in a position to donate. Maybe you're in a position to spend more time with this person, with this, with your partner. But you have to have a perspective shift because you're You're also at the same time feeling trapped in a situation and consistently looking at everything outside like it's the be all end all, and like what you have with you isn't. So everything in moderation, right? Balance between the two energies, because the grass is not always greener, right? In the present, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy, very slow moving action being taken towards an individual. Somebody might be approaching you with an offer or with a specific idea in like of a professional sense. Most certainly. But it's very slow moving. They're evaluating it very carefully before they approach with it. And that's the present energy of March. Either that or it's you and you're kind of surveying what other career possibilities are ahead of you, but you're moving very tentatively. Okay. 7 of Cups. You have options, or somebody in your midst has options of an emotional nature. It's your responsibility, and yeah, it's totally true because this one's right under the Lovers. So either you or your lover or the both of you have options. So it's important, Taurus, not to be building castles in the sky, to be realistic about what these offers are. They're offers of emotional fulfillment. Typically, it means that you have options when, like, you have suitors, or your lover has suitors, or you both do, and you're acutely aware of it. I'm also hearing it's about being able to discern between what is bullshit and what isn't, for lack of a better term, you know? The High Priestess. Oh, 2 Pisces cards, right? Because you have the Hangman up there. There's secrets here about these options. But there's also a need to follow your intuition, I'm hearing. To go within and use your inner wisdom, right? To really figure out the why behind the trapped feeling that you have. With the anxiousness that's there, and why the options that are ahead of you or your partner, why those are, what the best way is to address those. But there are mysteries, inner mysteries here that are self-evident, I'm hearing. So far we have Gemini, Libra, Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces. We have the World in the reverse. There's unfinished business. So in the present, this secret stuff and the perspective shift stuff has to do with unfinished business. A little tired, guys. Sorry. I'm even slouching. I'm like getting low on the table and everything. Something has not ended. Something has not come to a close. It is not complete, I'm hearing. Or you're not able to gain a clear, complete perspective. You cannot gain a 360-degree view on something like you would prefer. That might be causing you a little bit of anxiousness, anguish, I'm hearing. You've come to a fork in the road, but you would prefer not to make any decisions. You have a blindfold on that you're not willing to take off at this time with the Two of Swords. It's also a time card. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. You're lying to yourself about something, or somebody's lying to you. There's dishonesty. Ace of Swords. This is the truth in the upright. It's a sword of truth. Fairness, justice, you know. This dishonesty. There needs to be a little bit of balance brought back to things. There are too many lies. It's almost like back here, right? The give and take. There's dishonesty. You refuse to see this because, like, the Two of Swords, like, I know, like, look here. Look at this guy. Do you see? So this one isn't, like, he doesn't appear to be blindfolded here. He's kind of just wearing his little robe, cloak, what have you, with the Two Swords ahead of him. Kind of like thou shalt not pass kind of thing. But classically, it's somebody who's, you also got a blindfold on, like they're refusing to acknowledge. The cycle can't be complete because you're refusing to acknowledge somebody. The cycle cannot complete because somebody's refusing to acknowledge the truth or refusing to acknowledge the level of dishonesty. It's totally out of balance. You might not even know. Cannot gain perspective. See what's hidden, because this is all about what's hidden. It's also a time card, right? Might be finding some things out. Who knows? Let's do that. We have one. Hidden energy. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. There is a communication that you're expecting at the present time is not coming in. Usually a peace offering. The Page of Pentacles. Because it's a gold piece. Gold piece, peace offering, a coin of some sort. Coining a phrase. Could be that you're waiting for a message in regards to something with your career. It's not very big, though. There's some news that you're waiting for, but it's not huge. It's not huge news. It's very light, very small. Could also be something to do, if you have children, it could be something to do with one of your children getting a job. Because it's a pentacle, but it's a small pentacle. Right? It's like pages can be kids. But it's not coming through as it should right now. Okay, we got a bunch of cards come out here. Might as well just grab the last one for the hidden energy. There it is. Okay. So we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the upright. King of Swords in the reverse. And the Chariot in the reverse. Well, shit. Okay. All right, Taurus. Here's the deal. Gonna read vertical and across. Let's start with the vertical. I think that you've been trying to help somebody get a job. I think you've been trying to get one of your kids to get a job if you have kids. Or you've been waiting for word back on something that you kind of tentatively moved towards to try and get yourself into a better position, or somebody that is in your vicinity that you support or that you donate to or you give money to Because you're waiting for communication about it, but you're not getting it. And the past is there's a need for balance in the give and take. It has to do with professional endeavors or money. And you have your lovers, right? The Lovers card. This is, you know, the core significant romantic relationship that's happening in your life, or the core significant romantic relationship that's happening for your entire life. Steeped in options. There could be divorce here. Or a lack of, it's devoid of religion. It's devoid of spiritual connection. Look. The entertaining of options has created an environment where the connection is devoid of spiritual energy. The Hierophant is about philosophy, therapy, organized religion, institutions with rigid frameworks. It rules spirituality in and of itself, religious texts, marriage. In the reverse, it can be divorce, sacrilegious energy, like sacrilege, right? Dogma. Oh, holy fuck, being trapped by dogma. You feel trapped by dogma in a situation. There could also, somebody could be feeling like getting a divorce. Somebody could be contemplating a breakup. Somebody could be considering their options and thinking about entertaining a divorce, or could be thinking about an option that they're not aware lacks spiritual connection, but they don't know that it lacks spiritual connection. Fanaticism. They could be dealing with somebody who is huge into fanaticism and don't even know it. There is a lack of, there's a beginning that was supposed to happen with a professional thing that didn't. This is another thing that you don't know. This is a hidden thing. Something, an offer, a beginning of a new professional endeavor was prevented from going forward. You were not provided with something that you were supposed to be. Or there's a contract that has not went through for you. Fairness, justice, Libran energy. This is feminine Libran energy. Can be both. It can be a male or female energy. I mean, a male or female individual, but it's feminine energy. However stoic that it absolutely is, because what you're dealing with here is you're dealing with fairness, justice, equilibrium, truth. The truth is you're not seeing everything the way it is until you're not getting a holistic view on something, because in the interest of fairness, your view is being obstructed. In the interest of fairness, your view is being obstructed on something. This can also be the courts. Unfinished business in the courts. And being stuck in suspended animation. Now, do you remember, if none of this resonates for you, you also have the ability to go into your rising sign, Venus sign, or your moon sign for additional messages. You're not feeling very rational right now. You're not feeling logical. You don't feel that you would be able to make the best strategic or logical decision, which is why you are at an impasse with that Two of Swords energy. Or somebody is with you. So they're not willing to move forward because they can't make a logical decision. They don't feel that they're capable of making an intellect over emotion decision. Or they don't feel they can be impartial paired with the Queen of Swords in the upright. They don't feel that they can make an impartial decision using their intellect and reasoning alone. So there will be no forward movement. You don't know this yet. There will be no forward movement during March because there is moderation required. There is tempering of the forces at work required. And there is dishonesty, lies, manipulation, unfair conditions. And as such, there will be no forward movement. There is also travel that is not happening. Cancerian energy. Aquarian energy here. Libran energy. Taurus energy, that's you. You're not feeling yourself. Something about these options in the present, these relationship options or whatever they are, has you totally feeling knocked off kilter and completely not like yourself. You're a fixed sign. You're normally extremely stable. Everything here is like totally reversed. Sorry, I just, remember I said you might have a sore throat? That's because I am feeling like I have a sore throat right now. So I'm drinking lots of water. I should be having tea. Actually, maybe if I do another read before I go to bed, I'll have tea. It's just I didn't want to have green tea right before bed. Because then I won't get to bed until like really late. In the future, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we got? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the Five of Pentacles. A feeling of being left out in the cold, emotional, spiritual, or financial bankruptcy. However, just like with our Eight of Swords, what do you think I'm going to say? It's a feeling rather than a reality. You can go in from the cold. There is sanctuary available to you. You have to be humble enough to accept it, I'm hearing. Humble enough to accept the help that is available to you. Two of Pentacles in the reverse, dropping options. So you're going to go through this with the Lovers, the Seven of Cups, the Hierophant in the reverse, and you're going to make a decision. You're going to drop one of those pentacles that you're juggling, or the individual who has all these options is going to drop and make a decision. You're going to drop one of those pentacles. This is also about a club with a button or an insignia of some sort. Also, time card again. 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. But it's about no longer juggling choices. Could be in a professional endeavor, but like because of the line, the vertical line that it's in also, because I read my Gypsy spreads this way and this way. Oh no. Oh, well, it's 3 cards. We can take them. You're a little heartbroken here. in the future. I see you dealing with some emotional pain. Yeah. There's disappointment here. I think you were really looking forward to something starting. This professional beginning. I think you were really hoping for this to start, and it didn't. And so there's disappointment here. You're having to nurture your heart, I'm hearing. So self-care is going to be really huge. Self-love is going to be really huge. What you're not noticing is that the universe, you're not being fair with yourself here also, hey, because you have the Queen of Swords here, like right here. Right. The universe is offering you emotional fulfillment, but you're not willing to take it because you're so forlorn right now. Or sorry, you're going to be so forlorn moving out of March because of things not working out the way you had expected. And having, I also kind of think like there's a little bit of disappointment that's coming forward for you because you're having to drop one of your options, or because somebody else has had to drop one of their options. That could even be like an ultimatum that you gave somebody, or it could be something that you've decided to do, but it still doesn't mean it doesn't come without disappointment. But because of that, also you're not really interested in what the universe has to offer you in terms of emotional fulfillment at all. There is a childhood goal or wish, a deep-rooted ambition of yours from your childhood. There is also a feeling of nostalgia that you're going to be encountering moving through to the end of March. And a little bit of deja vu, I feel like. That's going to put you into energy where you're not feeling at all rational. You might make a move that is less than logical because you are so swept up in nostalgic feelings. Or this could be somebody else doing that. Heart over head instead of head over heart. And then the nostalgic feeling kind of just sweeps you up. Last card. Yeah, 38 minutes, please. I might be able to get one more in if I can get this one up on. Okay. So, going after the low-hanging fruit, cultivating in your career. You're about ready to start reaping the rewards of your labor. However, you can really only go after the low-hanging fruit right now. So it's best off to wait for things to ripen a little bit more before you start heading towards grabbing things off the tree. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, okay. So 3 Pentacles. There's a very obvious need for you to work on not just your physical health, but your spiritual and emotional, mental. I think more than anything here, what I'm seeing is most prevalent is to look at your spiritual and your emotional health. I think if I recall last month's reading, you were already dealing with some physical health stuff. And your physical health stuff, I think that you're going to continue to work on. I would hope, I would assume that if your priority is well-being, that you're probably already focused on that stuff. So because that's the case, start to also try to bring, the Temperance card, as I say, looking at the Temperance card and the 6 of Pentacles. Try to bring the spiritual and your mental, emotional also into balance with your physical health. or start working on them so that everything is working in perfect symphony with one another. Each aspect, right? Okay. Signs and symbols that to help you know that you are on the right track for March. Let's see. Sorry, my back hurts, so I'm sitting in the chair so that, like, it's almost like I should be sitting in the chair so that the chair's backwards, because that's really helping my back right now. So it's almost like the back of the chair should be right here, the way I'm sitting in it right now. It's just far more comfortable right now. You know you're old when you wake up and you have like joint pain. Okay. Signs and symbols for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so we have a pendulum. I'll show you what that looks like if you don't know what a pendulum looks like. Like a real pendulum, not like a cartoon-like pendulum. Taurus. You need to, I think you have a lot of emotional stuff going on here right now. But the focus still does need to be on some career things here. A few career things. But bide your time. Yeah. I'm hearing biding my time until the time is right. Biding my time until the time is... Yeah. It's like a Slipknot thing. But yeah, biding my time until the time is right. That Knight of Pentacles there. Move slow, strategically. Bide your time until the time is right. We have cupcake. Could be a birthday coming up. Okay, last one. So we have depression. Okay, so somebody might be dealing with a little bit of depression. You could be seeing somebody chilling out by the water with an umbrella also. But I think this is going to be about you making sure that your mental, emotional is under control. Which you can do. There's crisis lines. There are lots of employee programs out there. There's drop-in centers for therapy, like crisis counseling. And then, you know, you can always go to your doctor and you can get them to refer you to one. Right? Don't leave it to, you know, leave that stuff to the professionals. Right? Then we have cupcake. Could be a birthday party you're going to or something like that. Or you could just feel like cupcakes one day. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm bored, I make cupcakes. I just have to not eat them. And then we have pendulum. Isn't there like a song where it's like they talk about as the pendulum swings? I feel like there is. You might want to look that up. As the pendulum swings. The girls walk by as the pendulum swings. No, that's not it. The girls walk by. I feel like that's the wrong lyric. Give me 2 seconds. Anyways, those are the symbols you need to watch for. I'm going to look that up a sec. And I'm going to get your affirmation here as well. As the pendulum swings. I feel like it's as a girl's on. Lyric. Oh, it's In the End by Linkin Park. I'm such an idiot. Watch it. Watch it. Watch the time go as the pendulum swings, isn't it? Let me see. Oh yeah, all I know. Time is a valuable thing. Watch it flap. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away. Oh, it's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Try to hold on. Didn't even know. Wasted all. Oh, yeah. Okay. In the End by Linkin Park. Interesting. Hey, actually, I think that's like one of my. I don't know. Anyway, that's interesting. Great little side note for you. I didn't want to make this 68 minutes or 46 minutes, but that's what ended up happening. Okay, well, there's your card. I am capable. Let's pull your poetry and be done with it. Sorry, didn't mean to zone out there for a second looking for that for you, but I heard it in my head and I had to grab it. Taurus. So in the end, it doesn't even matter. Wow, that's crazy. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. Wow, I haven't listened to that song in a while. So, what's that? Anyway, there you are, Taurus. I didn't realize it was already midnight. I guess I'm not doing another reading tonight. But there's your stuff. And you can do what you will with that. All right? Be safe. Have a fantastic March. And best of luck to you.